This isn't a horror map. This is normal Minecraft, reprogrammed to feel like a nightmare. I twisted the survival experience into something terrifying. You can't see. If you want to see, you can't fight. And the sun? It barely sticks around long enough to save you. This is Minecraft Horror Mode. What's up, everybody? This is Browncoat67, and today we're gonna make Minecraft scary. Please keep watching. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to start off with the daylight detector. I'm gonna use an inverter for part of this, so if you don't want to build a redstone inverter, you can feel free to switch your detector over to the nighttime detection mode. But my build is going to use it in its standard form. First thing I want to run over here is a repeating command block, and there is no delay, and the command in here is time add 2. Now what this is going to do is every game tick, it's going to add an additional 2 to the time. So instead of progressing 1 time per tick, it's going to progress 3 times per tick, which is just a really weird way of saying that you only get 1/3 of the actual time during the day. Since this command block is only going to be powered when the sun is up, it only speeds up the day hours. So your daytime is going to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds compared to the 7 minutes plus that your nighttime is going to be. So this comparator I have running into a sand block, and I have a redstone torch on it. The reason why is during the day, I don't want to run any of this over here. I want this just to run at nighttime. So again, you could get rid of this whole setup here and literally replace this with a, hold on. Oops. There. Now this is set up to detect nighttime and will only power these at nighttime. It's the same exact thing as using the inverter that I just had. And put it back to the original way so you can see it one more time. So then off to this side here, I have a a repeater, and then some dust on top of this. It's a repeating command block. You'll notice that so far these have all been need redstone. This one is going to do /execute as at A, so every player at their position, it's going to run play sound ambient cave. So that's what that creepy sound is you keep hearing in the background. Those are ambient cave sounds. But it's going to play at -1, which means it's technically directly behind your character. I don't know if it's just me, but when you do it like that, I think it makes it a little creepier. And then that is also going to have a 500 delay in ticks. So this is only going to run every 50 seconds or so, about once a minute. Then off over on this side, we have another repeating command block that needs redstone. This one is effects at A, darkness, 1, 2, true. So as soon as the daylight detector stops getting that sunlight, or the inverted daylight detector detects that it's nighttime, you're going to get darkness permanently until the sun comes up. So you're never going to see more than, probably 15 feet in front of you at any given time at all during the night. The only saving grace you have are these 3 command blocks and this chain here. So in these, we have repeating always active. And what we're going to do is execute as at A has item equals torch, location equals slot.weapon.main hand. So it's looking for any player that's holding a torch in their main hand. And then it's going to run at your position, fill, using local tildes. It's going to put a light block where your head is. It's going to replace the air block that you have. So if you're underwater, these won't work. This is only for above water, but it's going to put a light block at your head, which is going to glow just like if your torch was actually glowing. In the middle one here that the chain is hooked up to, again, repeating always active, it's the exact same command, but this time instead of looking for a torch, we're looking for a lantern. And then this one here, we're looking for a glowstone block. So I've added 3 items that will create this effect: a glowstone block, a lantern, or a torch. Now these chain command blocks here, you'll notice that these are all going to be unconditional. So it does not have to be a successful run on that first block. These will all run anyway. And these are all going to be very similar. We're going to do slash execute as at A at S. So we're going to execute as us and at us for every player. And we're going to fill tilde 2, tilde, tilde negative 1, tilde negative 2, tilde 2, tilde negative 2. Air replaced light block 15. So we're going to get rid of that block on one side of us. So if you break this down X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, you'll see that our X is going from 2 to negative 2. So that's covering the entire width or length of our character, depending on which way we're facing. It's on one side. We're going to do the block that starts by our feet to the block that is actually one above our head. And it stays the same on the Z. So this will get rid of any light blocks on one side of us. Here, it's going to be the exact same setup. And you're going to notice that the tildes here, they're different. So this one is tilde 2, and then as for the X here, and then this is still tilde negative 2. But now we're doing tilde 1 and tilde 2 for the other axis. So in the first command block, these were negative. It was negative 1, negative 2. So this is on the other side of us. And essentially, these chained command blocks are all individually on one side of us, getting rid of any extra light blocks. So we're going to go through and pay real big attention to the coordinates, because everything else is exactly the same. We're just executing as, at A, at S, run fill. And then this one is tilde negative 1, tilde, tilde 2, tilde negative 2, tilde 2, tilde negative 2. So you'll see the X value now are both staying negative, and the Z's are going from positive 2 to positive negative 2. So first we did with a big sweep on the X. Now we're doing a big sweep on the Z. The next one will be exactly the same, except for instead of going from negative 1 to negative 2, it's going from 1 to 2. Essentially, let me make a little visual here for you. So here's my position. And if you look in the upper left of the screen, you can see my coordinates. Moving in this direction is the Z-axis, right? So right now, I'll break all the light blocks on one side of me. This goes from Z1278 to Z1280. So that's 3 blocks right there. The only thing is, I'm also doing it 3 blocks tall, so that side is broken. And then another command block is going to do the same thing, but it's going to do it in that direction. And then another one's going to break this block, this one, and this one. And then another one does this one, and this one. And then I've got one that does above you and one that does below you in case you're jumping around or falling from any heights or anything like that. What we're doing is each one is taking one side of you and getting rid of any light blocks that exist, so that as you move around, you don't leave a trail of light blocks. So as I mentioned, for the last 2 here, still chain unconditional, this time we're not going to break all the blocks on one side of us. This one, it looks like we're going from the place where our feet is to the place where our feet is. So this is going to be below where the light block should be. This is creating a square going from negative 2 to 2. And then going from 2 to negative 2. So this is going to do like a big 4x4 or 5x5 square around you. But you'll notice the Y is only going to be where your feet are. We're spawning the light block in where your head is. So this should never be where a light block is. So if you're doing any jumping or falling and a light block spawns in and you somehow get above it, this is going to erase any that are below you. And yeah, that daytime sure is quick. And then the last one here, set up exactly the same way. We're going to do above you. So you'll notice we're going from 2 on the Y to 2 on the Y. So this will always be above where the light block should spawn in. And we're doing the same thing from 2 to negative 2, from 2 to negative 2. So again, that's going to be a big like 5x5 square above where the light block should be. All right, so I went ahead and I grabbed some items so I could show you what I was talking about. And you'll see that right now, I have a glow around me. And as I walk around, the glow disappears where I was, and it follows me. What I'm doing is, like I said, I'm spawning in a light block at your head's location. But if I move and I'm not holding one of those, it's going to get rid of that light block. And it doesn't matter which direction I move in, it's always going to get rid of those because I have individually picked one side of where you are at any given time using local variable commands, using tildes, which again are based on where your current position is. And I am destroying every side of you looking for light blocks, turning them back to air. Because remember, in the original ones, we're only turning air into light blocks. So I'm just turning it back into air. Well, that was creepy. Oh, it's a llama. And as I said, it works for glowstone, works for lanterns, and it works for torches. Anything else? You're in the dark. Alright everybody, if you think this is pretty cool, go ahead and click the like button, and hurry up and click this video that I have up in the corner here before something gets me. I'm not a big fan of the dark.